it's been a month. I'm sorry, life just kind of got in the way. I've been busy though. Today we'll talk about the new characters, the new lighting, and the new demo. So stay tuned, there's a lot to get through. I've been pretty busy. This video is sponsored by me and the Indiegogo campaign. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's got another 18 days to go. I would love if you could check it out and share it around. So where was I the past month? I will make this super quick. If you don't want to hear about my month of pain and lack of sleep, just skip to the timestamp that's on the screen. So I had the most intense foot pain I have ever felt. I couldn't sit at my desk, I couldn't sit in a chair, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't sleep. And it turns out I just had gout, so I guess I'm getting old. I went to the doctor, I got some relief from the medication they gave me, and then it started getting worse, and then they put me on more medication, and it got better until I stopped that medication. So I went to the hospital, got more medication, and it just kind of repeated. And now finally I'm just on daily medications. But the real kicker is that the day everything started feeling better, I went grocery shopping, got into the car, and dislocated my knee. I was so upset. I'm still in a lot of pain. I have to go to get scans today for that to make sure I haven't done any real lasting damage. So yeah, I haven't slept properly in a month. Last night I actually did get some decent sleep. It was a bit interrupted, but anyway, wanted to keep that short and brief. That's where I've been. Let's get into everything properly. So let's talk about the new character models. Now, I did put this down in my notes as a new Riley model, but no, all the characters have been updated. So Riley originally looked like this in the initial testing versions, then she looked like this, and then once I applied all the lighting scenarios, looked like how you've seen her in the demo so far. But now, Riley looks like this. A massive improvement, and there's a few reasons behind this change. The first is the whole game's art style. So the original demo, everything was low poly and the stylized characters kind of fit that. But then when I did the environment change, because I really just could not see a future using all those low poly assets. Now there's a video about that. I'll try find it and link it in the description or in a card up here somewhere. But once I did those environments, the stylized character models kind of fit, but it was just really lacking something, and just the cohesion between the two art styles just wasn't really there, and was something I'd been meaning to tackle for quite some time. The other reason is the facial animations. So there are going to be times when Riley is talking to the camera, or she's going to be giving a clue, or you'll just be seeing her face framed in the camera. And I wanted to make sure that there were decent facial animations there to kind of just express how she is feeling. Now the past model did have some facial animations you can see here. They were just like slight little quirks, like just smiling a little bit or just like raising eyebrows a tiny bit, and there wasn't too much I could do with it. But using the new tools, Riley can emote pretty damn well. She's got a range of expressions, and those expressions say sad. There's like a low version of sad, a high version of sad, and just like a medium version. So it just completely changes how her face reacts. Characters can also now move their mouths when talking, which is great when you're talking to Jeff or Charlie and they're there just with their lips moving. It's not lip synced. That's something I might look into later. The new character models were all created inside Character Creator 4. Now this isn't sponsored, but hey, Reallusion, if you want to get in touch, I would love some free stuff. I'd purchased Character Creator 4 last year just as I quit my job. The software is cool, but pricey at the same time. It's $199 US or 300-ish Australian. And while it allows a lot of customization in terms of physique and faces, the clothing you get with it is kind of lacking. The process of creating these characters isn't actually too hard. Select a base, modify faces around as you need to, select clothing, hair, but the tricky part is when trying to get these models optimized for being in-game. Their try count is quite high, as you can see on screen, and reducing that causes some problems. There is a button that says get this ready for being in game, but that doesn't really work. And when you try to do it yourself, it does cause problems. Yeah, that really shouldn't be there. I tried looking online for fixes, but then ended up just spending time doing what I do best. Clicking everything, learning myself, and figuring out what happens and what fixes things. At first, I tried to just modify the mesh and push the offending objects back inside the character's pants. Turns out there's a much easier option, which is making the items a little bit bigger, calculating the collisions, then manually reducing and exporting. The other big issue I had was with animations. For some reason, all Character Creator 4 characters default to having their mouth open like this, which is not really a good look. There is a tool you can use, which is a lifesaver, but you have to apply the fix to every single animation. It's not the worst thing in the world and really only took a handful of minutes. It's just the thought of having a massive list of things you need to do. It just seems daunting. But anyway, all characters are now in engine except the administrator, I just realized, but she's not seen in the demo, so that's okay for now. And things look pretty damn good. Another thing in development over the next few weeks is a rebranding across all storefronts. That's Steam, GOG, and Epic. All key art, screenshots, GIFs, everything kind of needs to be redone. That includes the trailer. There's just been a massive change from what is in the demo to what is actually in game now. So the biggest thing is I wanted to create a new trailer, and I actually spent most of yesterday doing that, creating all the scenes, getting some cool shots, and I've sent that out for a few people just to see if it is any good. I'm quite happy with it, and I can't wait to show you. So all that's being worked on as well. What else? A new demo. A new demo is something that I really wanted to avoid. I even made a video a while back saying that, hey, I need to stop updating the demo. There's just one big problem. From the changes in the user interface, the characters, the lighting that we'll touch on in a little bit, the difference between what you're seeing in the demo and what is representative of the final game, it just doesn't mesh together anymore. Everything just feels so far from what the demo is, and so much has changed that it's not, to me, leaving a bad impression having this old demo there, but it's not giving you a full indication of what the game is. My choices really were to remove the demo or update the demo. I like the idea of having a demo there. People can see what your game is, what it's like, try to get a feel for it before wishlisting it or even purchasing it down the track. So I've gone the update route. I was hoping to have it done by now. I've made a lot of progress. The amount of pain I was in, the lack of sleep, and yeah, it hasn't happened, unfortunately. I was hoping to use it as a good marketing thing for the Indiegogo campaign, which is ending soon. Fingers crossed we get there. If not, it's okay. But the thing is, I'm also pushing because Steam has their Scream Halloween Fest coming up in a couple of weeks as well. And I really just need to have something ready for that because We Are Not Alone is part of it. But anyway, the updated demo is coming soon, very soon. Stay tuned for that. Remember a couple of weeks back when I said that I was going to stick with real-time lighting because it's cool? Yeah, well, that's not happening. It's far too costly, and testing on older hardware was causing some issues. Remember, I want this game to be running on Switch hardware too, so that means I had to start figuring out a solution. I talked about baked light maps, which is basically it calculates lighting, puts it into a file, and just loads that as need be, and how it wouldn't be suitable as I need to switch to normal lighting, dimmed lighting, and emergency lighting on the fly. Then I had a thought. What if I could just bake these three scenarios as individual light maps and switch them on the fly? Nah, Unity can't do that, but Magic Light Map Switcher can. It seems I wasn't the first person to have this idea, and someone created a solution for it. Now it's a little fiddly, it works fine for most scenarios to just select and modify the lights, but for some reason if I need to switch the lighting color, I have to go to each individual light and change it. No biggie, just slightly annoying. I set all the lights how I wanted them and hit bake. The process took about 15 minutes, but look, I can now switch the light maps. An elegant solution for a more civilized age. Oh, one other really quick thing. Are you a Unity developer? Did you know that when you build your game, there's a compression option? Good lord, it took the build down from 4 gig to 1.9 gig, even with the much higher quality character models. That's smaller than the current demo by almost half. I'm shocked. I just thought that was cool and thought I should point it out. Alright, so this video was a little disjointed, probably more of me than you wanted to be seeing, but hey, at least you've had an update. You know I'm still alive, and I'm still working hard on We Are Not Alone. The Indiegogo campaign has got 17 or 18 days left. I would eternally love you if you could check that out and share it around. Don't forget there are some cool add-ons like t-shirts and keychains. I promise it won't be another month between videos, but I have got a lot to get done. The demo, the rebranding, there's a lot, but I would try to keep you updated every week as was the plan before my foot decided to go bananas. Anyway, keep an eye out on social media, and I will see you next time.